Hey, life group leaders, good to see you again. It's been a while, and hopefully you're having a great summer, but we're back, and now we're turning our attention towards the fall, the start of the school year, the relaunching of our life groups, and a lot of exciting things happening, a lot of good things going on. I hope you've had a great summer. I hope you and your group, you've had a chance to relax and to rest, maybe to share life together and maybe to seek the welfare of this community through the summertime, which is always a great opportunity. Anytime the weather's nice, it's a great opportunity to begin to connect with other people. So hopefully you've had a chance to do that. If you haven't, there's still time, and I encourage you to do that. But man, it's good to see you all again. You guys look great. I mean, you look great. So don't care what anyone else says. I mean, good for you. Good for you. Hey, a couple things. Starting up in the fall, it's a transition time. It's always a good time to let your group know if there is a reason and you need to leave our group. We will be sad to see you go, but we want to give you the freedom to do that. You may have people in your group that are just kind of on the fringe, or maybe they haven't attended for a long time, and sometimes people just need to know that it's okay if they need to leave. So I encourage you to do that, and you might talk to your group in person, you might send out an email, and just letting them know, hey, we know that life pulls, that the things change, there are seasons to things, so if it's not working out for you here, there are other options. There's another life group you can join. If you want to be trained as a life group leader and start your own, we can do that. If it's a Sunday morning Bible study option, it's just a better fit. We want people to know that there's freedom to do that. And so sometimes it helps to have the leader come along and say, hey, look, you're welcome to do that. And of course, they're free to leave anytime, but this gives kind of permission. And so don't worry about it if it opens up space in your group. That's just opportunity for other people to get connected in your group and live together as disciples who make disciples. So feel free to do that. Let people know that it's okay, and you want to help them in that. You want to assist them in that, and so there's no apologies, there's no guilt, anything like that. They're free to do that. So just throwing it out there. If you want to have that conversation with your group, it's a healthy thing. It's a good thing, and I encourage you just to do that. And then for those who stay, it's a chance to refocus and reprioritize and say, this is what we're going to be about. With that, in the fall, we have this new series coming up, and so it's going to all be on how we're being sent. In our everyday lives, we're being sent. Everybody is. And so everybody is going to be doing the same study. Adults, children, youth, and life groups are all going to be participating in this 11-week study. And so we have a company that's working on material and curriculum, and so we have some material that they're starting to get to us to proof and to make changes on. But this is all for life groups, and it's downloadable. And it's really a good opportunity to take what you've heard on Sunday from the message and to really dig in deeper. It's not going to be a word for word. It's not going to be rehashing the same thing. It's going to explore some parts of what Brad was talking about on Sunday and give some good applications, some good challenges for the week, and some things for your group to consider. So September 13th is the launch of that. And we would like you to consider September 13th, that week, as the launch of your life group. And hopefully you can make that work out in your schedule. We're looking at the possibility of encouraging everybody who's a part of this 11-week on Sunday morning to be a part of a Bible study or be a part of a life group and go for that 11 weeks. So that's pretty exciting stuff. So we're gonna give you these as soon as we get them, the final ones from the company. We'll pass them on to you. Make sure you have that information for that 11-week study. For some of you, it just works best to meet every other week, and I understand that. But if there is at all a possibility where you could say, for those 11 weeks, we will meet every week and walk through this study, we'd love to have you do that. We know it may not be possible, and so you'll have to just do a few weeks at a time when you do meet. But would you consider the possibility of saying with your group, for these 11 weeks, we're going to commit together every week we're going to meet up. Now, the way you meet up might look different. So it may not be that you have a whole group, the whole life group, big meal every week. You may only eat once a month together, but the other times you're doing this. Or you may decide that we're still going to meet every other week, but on the off weeks, the guys are going to get together or the girls are going to get together. Somebody in our life group is going to be tracking every week with this material. And so it may be that you decide to do that. This would be a great opportunity for you to really connect your guys together in a group, or your ladies together in a group, and really grow together as you're sharing this and as you're practicing that. So it may not be that the whole group meets every week for the 11 weeks, but you find this way to do it. And really to track alongside that. I would just encourage you to do that. I would challenge you to find a way to make that work in your group, whatever that looks like. And then share that. If you're finding a way that you're going to do it, share it through ACS when you log in, because that's what you do to take attendance. You can share that with the other leaders, send everyone a message, say, hey, this is what our group's doing to make it work for the 11 weeks. But we're very excited about that and looking forward to what God's going to do church-wide through this. And thankful that we have life groups that are engaging in this regularly. And so, we're just looking forward to that. Want to let you know about our next check-in. Life group leader check-in is going to be on August 30th at 11 a.m. August 30th at 11 a.m. We'll meet right in the fellowship hall. And it'll last about 30 minutes. Really just want to check in. From there, I would like to meet with every life group leader, and we'll probably do multiples of life group leaders in the Mission Cafe. In the month of September, we're going to work out a time on a Sunday morning, whether that's at 9:30, right before church. I don't need a lot of time. 15 minutes is all I need. But we'll send out a form for you to pick which Sunday is going to work best for you. And then a couple of life group leaders at a time will just meet up at a table, have some coffee. Just want to check in, just see where you're at, what your plan is, how we're moving forward in this, and see if we can help in any way. If you have questions, we'd love to be able to meet and talk about that, and then pray together, and then that's it. So we'll let you know more about that and get a sign-up sheet going for a couple groups at a time on a Sunday morning. But that'll just be an easy way to connect with each of you. And I hope I'm asking that you would join in on that. So that'll be good. All right. So that's where we're at. Make sure your people know we're going to be kicking off. We're going to be launching again. But if you need to find another group, you're welcome. Let us help you do that. If you have people in your group that would make great life group leaders, we need to know that, and we will plan a training around that, okay? So talk about that with your group. Remember, we're about multiplying. We want to see more of these groups happening, moving out, and sending out from your group. So if you know of people like that, let us know. The September 13th starts that 11-week study. We'll get you the materials. We have our meetup on August 30th at 11 a.m., and then I look forward to meeting the life group leaders in the cafe after that. So anyway, that's where we're at. That's our little check-in here. We're praying for you guys. If there's any way we can help, any questions you have, but we're praying for the start of this next year and what God's going to do, not just in bringing your group together and not just in what we're going to be studying and learning, but in actually sending you out and your group going out collectively and individually to show people the good news in our everyday life. And so hopefully you've been following along with the book, Saturate. If you didn't get one of those, I have one for you. You've been reading through that. It's an easy read. It's a good reminder in there of what we're called to and what we want our groups to be about. And so we'll be sending out another discussion guide for that. But keep reading that and have a great rest of the summer. It's not over, right? It ain't over, but it's getting close. So just enjoy that, and we'll talk to you soon. This is where I come up real close to turn off.